Hi, I'm Daniel Siniceros, President with Connect Media, and we're here with Chris Rising, President of Rising Realty Partners. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Well, thanks for being here at Pac Mutual.
The last time we saw each other, it was at Connect LA. You were on stage and talking a lot about how downtown LA has changed, and a lot about the different build environment and what to expect. Can you elaborate and tell us? I know that was in June, so tell us, has anything changed since the last time you spoke?
Well, first of all, thanks. I thought you threw a great event. It was really well attended. I found it really informative, so hopefully, hope everybody got a lot out of it. One of the things we talked about was that LA is really going through a transformation, and it's a city, and it's an urban core that is changing dramatically by the day. As you look around downtown Los Angeles, we just had the Broad open up on Bunker Hill. The opening events for that was last week. We've got the Carmel Partners project with the Whole Foods, which will be opening up in about a month and a half. You go over to what's happening with the Korean Airlines building as it continues to rise up in the skyline, and then you look at what Greenland has done. So what you're seeing is things that were on paper over the last few years are really starting to become physically visible. And I think it's changing the way people look at this environment from less of a place you go to work and more of a place you go to work, live, shop.
No, it's definitely exciting times. It's definitely driving here and even walking through here, seeing all the cranes. It's exciting to see, and definitely the transformation. So you've been busy yourself, as always. With the sale of the building we're in right now with Pac Mutual. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, it was a hard decision to sell. It's not you fall in love with some of these assets. One of the things I've learned over the years, and I've always appreciated the way Tom Barrack of Colony Capital has called it, is that you get to be a custodian of a lot of these assets. This asset has been here for over 100 years, and we got to have a period of time when we get to put our influence on it and our fingerprints to it. But really, what it has been about is bringing it back to what it was in the 20s. It was the largest import of marble and in the history of the United States at that time. And when we acquired the building in 2012, it was totally covered in carpet. Someone had made the decision that it was easier to vacuum carpet than polish marble. This building was built before they had the drop ceiling systems, so it was meant to have high voluminous space with high ceilings. So we brought that back, and I think it's been very appealing to people. One of the things that I think we were able to do here that was very unique is that we really focused on providing a 24-hour experience. So we focused on retailers that would be here and open for breakfast, whether it was a Starbucks or Pachun, as well as lunchtime with Le Pan Quotidien and Tender Greens, and then the night in the evening with Water Grill. So you really could be in this building from early in the morning till late at night. And I think most of downtown LA hasn't operated that way, and you're starting to see that change dramatically, that this is a 24-hour city.
So by bringing all these amenities, you've definitely spearheaded bringing in a lot of these creative tenants. Tell us a little bit about the tenants and what their expectations are for these amenities.
Yeah. Well, I'd say we have several kinds of tenants, but they're all unified by one aspect, which is almost every company today is a technology company. The amount of technology that people use and the ability to scale your number of employees down and make them more efficient is really going across the law business as well as the fashion business and a lot of the others. So what has made this building stand out is our connectivity. Because of our access to the street in front of One Wilshire, we can provide the fastest internet in all of Los Angeles. So if a company is focused on that, and as I said, law firms care about that, advertising firms care about it, we have been able to create that density of technology users. And then when you add that, because you can really work at any time, you can work at 10 in the morning to 10 at night, 7 in the morning to 7 at night, you really have to have those amenities so that people can feel like they're not just stuck on an island. They come to work and that's all they have. You got to provide we like to say a curated experience for the tenants so that there's really things to do no matter what time of the day it is.
It's really about speed to market and speed to accessibility. I mean, you talk about that. People don't even want to wait for 2-day shipping anymore. So
You're exactly right. Well, I mean, we're seeing the Amazon Fresh all around downtown, and I think you're on to exactly right. So one of the things that we really focused on is having space available, and if someone wanted to lease it, not only could they lease it and get into it the next day, but we could have their telecom up and running, their internet, their wireless up and running, and that has been very important. One of our tenants left a major law firm the day before New Year's And on New Year's Eve, we got them into the space on the 2nd of January, and they were fully functional. And they used it as temporary space, and we were able to do a long-term lease with them. And so speed to market is hugely important.
So speaking about what's next for Rising Realty, you have Figueroa Courtyard. You have a couple other properties. Tell us about what's next.
Well, we're really pleased that we've gone through a rebranding of Figueroa Courtyard. It's now called the Park DTLA. Okay. We have some very exciting announcements coming over the next few months. We are just about to start the major landscape repositioning. It's the only real west side feeling campus in downtown LA. 5 buildings that are in a low-rise campus. We've done the infrastructure for the Wi-Fi, so you can work either in your space, on your land, or you could come out into the open area and you can work under a tree if you wanted to, and you can still be on the same network. I think you're going to see a lot more changes between now and the end of the year. We plan to have a couple announcements on some leases that we're working on there, so we're really excited about it. I can't really talk about another acquisition other than to say that come beginning of October, we have another exciting acquisition that we'll be doing here in downtown. We have a couple things happening out in Pasadena, and so we got a pretty full pipeline, and we're really excited about it. One of the things we're doing as a company is focusing very much on raising capital to our balance sheet. We're really trying to grow the company. We're working hard to try to get into the Bay Area. We have a couple deals up there that are in our pipeline, so we're busy, and we're excited about where things are. We thought it was a good time to sell Pac Mutual, but we also think there's some real opportunities to buy.
Well, Chris, congratulations on your success. It's great to see all the creative tenants and all the creative buildings and build-outs you're bringing to downtown LA, and good luck.
Well, I appreciate it, and also congratulations on your success. So I know what it's like to start a business, so I really congratulate you and wish you all the success.
Thank you very much, and thank you for joining us on Connect Media.